Picture this: a peaceful English town, a man vanishes without a trace, and 5 days later, he's found dead on top of a massive pile of coal with no signs of how he got there. This isn't the plot of a new thriller movie, it's the true, baffling story of Zigmund Adamski. On June 6, 1980, Zigmund, a 56-year-old Polish coal miner living in Tingley, England, left his home to run some errands. He was a simple man, a loving husband, and by all accounts, had no reason to disappear. He told his wife he'd be back soon, but he never returned. The local community and police launched a search, but it was like he had vanished into thin air. There were no witnesses, no clues, nothing. 5 days later, on June 11th, a man named Trevor Parker, a worker at a coal yard in the nearby town of Todmorden, made a horrifying discovery. As he started his shift, he noticed something strange on top of a 12-foot-high pile of coal. It was the body of a man. That man was Zigmund Adamski. Now, this is where the story takes a turn from a sad missing person case to one of the most enduring mysteries in British history. Zigmund was found lying on his back, wearing a suit, but his shirt, watch, and wallet were all missing. The strange part? His clothes were immaculately clean, despite being on a massive pile of coal. There were no footprints or drag marks anywhere around the body. It was as if he had been gently placed there from above. The police officer who first arrived on the scene, Alan Godfrey, was immediately struck by the oddness of it all. He later said, the body was lying on top of the coal as if it had been dropped from a height. Godfrey noted that Zigmund's face showed a look of sheer terror, and he had a one-day growth of stubble, which was weird because he had been missing for 5 days. The autopsy deepened the mystery even further. The coroner, James Turnbull, found small, unexplained burn marks on the back of Zigmund's neck and shoulders. Stranger still, these burns had been treated with a strange, unidentifiable gel-like substance that couldn't be analyzed by any forensic lab at the time. The official cause of death was listed as a heart attack. But Turnbull was so perplexed by the circumstances that he recorded an open verdict, stating he couldn't explain how Zigmund ended up on that coal pile. He famously said it was the most mysterious death he had ever investigated in his entire career. So what happened to Zigmund Adamski during those 5 missing days? The official investigation drew a blank. There were no signs of a struggle, no evidence he had been held captive, and no explanation for the burns or the mysterious gel. The community, naturally, started speculating. Was it a prank gone horribly wrong? A revenge killing? Some theories suggested he might have been kidnapped and held somewhere before being dumped on the coal pile. But why and how? The logistics of getting a body onto a 12-foot pile of coal without leaving a single trace seemed impossible. The coal yard was secure, and no one saw or heard anything unusual. And then, the story gets even weirder. 6 months after Zigmund's death, the very same police officer, Alan Godfrey, who found the body, reported his own baffling experience while on patrol late one night, just a few miles from where Zigmund was found. Godfrey claimed he encountered a UFO. He described seeing a large, diamond-shaped object hovering silently over the road. His patrol car's radio and engine died. He tried to sketch the object, and then he reported a period of missing time under hypnosis later. He recalled being taken aboard the craft and examined by strange beings. Could these two events be connected? This is where the story enters the realm of ufology. Many researchers and enthusiasts believe Zigmund Adamski was abducted by aliens. They argue this theory explains the missing time, the strange burns treated with an unknown substance, the look of terror on his face, and the impossible way his body was placed on the coal pile. Was he accidentally killed during an alien examination and then returned to a prominent, visible location? The leading UFO researcher on the case, a man named Harry Harris, spent years investigating. He believed that Adamski was either abducted by a UFO or was a witness to something he wasn't supposed to see, leading to his death. He pointed to a history of UFO sightings in the area, known as the Panini Triangle, as supporting evidence. Of course, there are more down-to-earth explanations, though none of them quite fit all the facts. One theory suggests Zigmund was kidnapped by KGB agents. As a Polish national who had been vocal against the post-war Polish government, and with a family history involving the Katyn massacre, some believe he might have been targeted, but this theory doesn't explain the bizarre state of his body or the location where he was found. Another idea is that he was struck by a rare form of lightning, like ball lightning, which could explain the burns. But again, It doesn't account for the missing 5 days or how he ended up on the coal pile. And what about that strange gel? Could Zygmunt have simply gotten lost, wandered into the coal yard, and tried to climb the pile for warmth or shelter, only to suffer a heart attack at the top? It's possible, but it seems unlikely for several reasons. He was only wearing a suit jacket in cool June weather. His body showed no signs of exposure or the injuries you'd expect from climbing a rough pile of coal. And his clothes were clean. Also, the coal pile had been undisturbed before his body was discovered. The case of Zigmund Adamski remains officially unsolved. Every piece of the puzzle just creates more questions. The missing 5 days, the look of terror, the clean clothes, the strange burns, the unidentified gel, and the impossible location of his body. And hovering over it all is the shadow of Officer Alan Godfrey's own alleged UFO encounter. Just months later, was it a tragic accident, a secret Cold War plot, or something truly out of this world? Over 40 years later, the mystery of what happened to the coal miner from Tingley is as deep and dark as the coal he was found on. It is a case that forces us to question the limits of our understanding and wonder what secrets might be hiding in plain sight. What do you think happened to Zygmund Adamski? Let me know your theories down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy diving into unsolved mysteries like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next investigation. See you next time.